Hi guys, I figured I would do a quick update of our IVF journey since it's been about a month since my last vlog. So since my last vlog I had surgery and that went really well. They were able to remove all the scar tissue in my uterus pretty quickly too, and the recovery was pretty awesome. I felt pretty good the very next day, so that was great. I started my hormone shots right away, and what the hormone shots were doing was to stimulate my ovaries to release multiple eggs and mature those eggs pretty rapidly. And my body took so well to the hormones, but during all that time we had to travel to Bloomfield Hills pretty much every other day, sometimes twice a day, for blood work and ultrasounds, and it was so exhausting, but that part's over with. And then we had our retrieval, my egg retrieval, on April 10th. And I actually thought that it wasn't going to be too bad. And they were able to retrieve 20 eggs that day, which was amazing. But I actually had the worst recovery ever. My body just could not tolerate the retrieval, and I basically cried for 2 days straight. I felt like my insides were falling out of my body and I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't use the bathroom. I couldn't do anything. My ovaries were huge, so large I couldn't twist or bend. I mean, it was just the worst pain in the world. And my sweet husband, he held my hand and gave me hugs and helped me to the bathroom, and he was just so awesome. Sometimes I forget that he's going through this process with me, because I'm the one who's actually physically going through the process, and I forget that he's emotionally going through the process with me. But he's been so good with all the shots that I had to take, and is still taking. He's been my nurse since the beginning, and it's kind of crazy, but he's actually really good at it. Every shot has been pretty painless, except for one, but other than that, it's been pretty awesome. So the plan was to actually transfer the embryos back into my uterus 5 days following the retrieval. That was the protocol plan, anyways. But because my body had reacted so roughly with the retrieval and overreacted with the hormones, my enlarged ovaries as well as my estrogen levels were just not where it should be for the transfer. So I had actually planned we planned to have the transfer that Friday following the retrieval, but after looking at everything, we decided to postpone the transfer until my body is back to normal, where my uterus and my ovaries and everything's just back to normal, estrogen levels and everything, before we do the transfer. So last Friday we froze 16 embryos. Of the 20 eggs that we retrieved, one was immature and 16 actually fertilized. So 16 embryos were frozen on Friday, so we have 16 babies. It's kind of crazy to think that, but there's 16 babies in a test tube waiting to go in my uterus. Pretty cool. Science is amazing, but God's more amazing. So I was, I've been having a really rough time with the wait, because I've been waiting, and now I have to wait even longer until my body heals. And I was a little upset about it because I was, in my mind, I had mentally already scheduled how things were going to happen and what was happening next. And I felt like I was pushed back. My plan was pushed back. And then I thought about it and like, this isn't my plan. And, I have to be patient and wait for God's plan, God's timing, and not my timing. And it brings up a really good verse in the Bible that talks about being patient. And I have to trust in God's word, because God's word is always right. And my mind is not always right. So even with a little drawback, I trust in God's word. So I just want to read a quick verse real quick. It says in Psalm 37, "Trust in the Lord and do good, dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord, trust in him, and he will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, and your vindication like the noonday sun. But be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret it leads only to evil." That's from Psalm 37, verse 3 through 8. Great verse to really dwell on what's happening. I felt like I was kicked in the stomach because we had to wait. And I'm thinking, really, Liz? You've been waiting this whole time. Like, what is another couple more months, right? So I'm like, oh, well, that's a great way to put it. Like, in the big scheme of things, a couple months is a blink of an eye. So calm down. So I calmed myself down. I stopped crying, cheered myself up, and here we are today. Getting healthy and feeling pretty good. Eating really healthy. Just getting my body prepared for the transfer now. And so I just want to say, if I'm missing, if you don't see me for a while, in person, because you'll see me online, but in person, it's because I'm resting, just trying to recover and prepare myself. So be patient with me as well. And I do want to say, it's been really, really tough, but I'm so happy to have such a great support system from friends, family, my church family, everyone, co-workers, everybody, just everybody, strangers. It's been so awesome. And it's just a great way to just show the greatness of our God. Like, it's just awesome. So that's all I have for today. Stay tuned, because in a month it could be something totally different. So take care of yourself. God bless, and be patient. Be patient in God's timing and not your own. That's what I'm learning. Big thing I'm learning. And just another shout out to my awesome husband, Thunder, who's been so good. So good. So, see you guys soon. Love ya.